Sometimes, hiding your wealth can reveal your true heart. This is the story of a millionaire, a man who has everything, yet chooses to live simply. In that simple life, he meets a girl who loves him not for his money, but for his soul. But when the truth comes out, love faces its biggest test. Will honesty break them apart, or bring them closer forever? Find out in Millionaire in Disguise falls in love with a poor girl, only on Secret Straight. Hello everyone, welcome back to Secret Straight. Today we are diving deep into a story that captures the heart, challenges perceptions, and reminds us what love truly means. The title itself sets the tone. Millionaire in Disguise falls in love with a poor girl. This is not just a story of romance, but one of transformation, realization, and the powerful clash between two different worlds. It's about how love doesn't recognize wealth or class, but only the purity of the heart. The story begins with the life of a man who seems ordinary on the surface, yet carries a secret that could change everything. Behind his simple clothes and humble attitude hides a millionaire, a man born into privilege but tired of living in the shadow of his wealth. He disguises himself to experience the world from a different perspective, to see how people treat him without knowing his status. What he never expected was to fall in love with someone who would see him for who he truly was inside. From the outside, the story is visually stunning and emotionally captivating. The exterior of the tale glimmers with contrasts: shining luxury cars, big corporate buildings, lavish houses on one side, and narrow streets, small homes, and simple people on the other. The story paints these two worlds in vivid color, creating an atmosphere where the audience can feel both the cold elegance of wealth and the warm simplicity of poverty. The millionaire's lifestyle before the disguise is grand, surrounded by people who flatter him but never truly see him. But once he steps into the shoes of a common man, he starts noticing the real value of life: the laughter of children playing in the streets, the satisfaction of earning through hard work, and the power of sincerity in human connections. These external visuals build a strong foundation that draws the viewer in, making the world feel real, relatable, and emotionally engaging. When the story moves to the interior, everything becomes more personal and heartfelt. Inside, we find a story rich with emotion and purity. The poor girl, unaware of the millionaire's true identity, lives a life of quiet struggle yet unbreakable hope. Her world is small, but her dreams are wide. She works hard, helps others, and never complains. When she meets the disguised millionaire, their bond starts from kindness and grows into love. Their conversations are simple, yet meaningful. They share meals, laughter, and moments of peace under the open sky. What makes their relationship special is its honesty. There are no expectations, no greed, no lies, at least not from her side. The interior of the story is where emotions breathe. It's where love takes shape without the need for wealth or status. Her small house, her handmade meals, and her pure smile represent the kind of richness money can never buy. As the story unfolds, the performance aspect takes the spotlight. The storytelling performance here isn't just about acting. It's about emotion, energy, and connection. Each scene flows naturally, keeping the audience emotionally attached from start to finish. The man's struggle to maintain his disguise while his feelings deepen is beautifully portrayed. You can feel his fear of losing her if she ever discovers the truth. His eyes reflect the pain of guilt and the beauty of love at the same time. The girl's performance, too, is deeply moving. Her laughter feels genuine, her tears touch the soul, and her words carry wisdom far beyond her circumstances. Their chemistry lights up the screen without needing expensive sets or dramatic effects. It's their authenticity that makes the performance unforgettable. Every moment, from their first meeting to the final revelation, is delivered with precision and heart. It's the kind of story that doesn't just play before your eyes. It lives in your heart long after it ends. Beyond the emotional power, the story also carries strong safety features, not in the sense of physical safety, but in moral and emotional security. It teaches valuable lessons about life and love. It protects the viewer from negativity by reminding them that honesty, kindness, and humility are still the strongest shields in a world full of pretension. The story promotes emotional safety by showing that genuine love can survive even when truth seems painful. When the girl finally discovers his secret, her first reaction is heartbreak. She feels betrayed, not because of his wealth, but because he hid the truth. But instead of turning bitter, she reflects, forgives, and understands that his disguise wasn't meant to deceive her. It was his way of finding what was real. This emotional safety net teaches forgiveness, trust, and emotional growth. It's a story that families can watch together and walk away with a message that strengthens relationships and restores faith in goodness. The unique selling points of this story make it stand out from typical romance dramas. First, the storyline itself carries a fresh twist. The concept of a millionaire hiding his identity to find true love never grows old when done with sincerity. Second, the emotional depth of both characters creates a natural connection with the audience. You don't just watch them fall in love, you feel it. Third, the direction keeps the narrative grounded. There are no unnecessary plot twists, only real emotions that grow with time. Fourth, the visual design balances contrast perfectly. The richness of the city life and the calm beauty of the village or small town setting blend together to highlight the emotional divide. Fifth, the dialogues are crisp, relatable, and meaningful. Every word adds to the story's rhythm, ensuring that nothing feels forced. Lastly, the soundtrack complements the emotions perfectly, enhancing each moment without overpowering it. All these elements come together to create a story that feels both cinematic and personal, offering something for everyone: romance lovers, drama fans, and even those who seek life lessons. If we talk about the price, this story doesn't come with a tag you can measure in money. Its true value lies in the emotions it evokes. Watching it is like taking a journey through the heart. You pay with your attention, your empathy, and perhaps a few tears along the way. You'll feel the warmth of love, the sting of betrayal, and the satisfaction of forgiveness. The price of watching such a story is the willingness to open your heart and let it touch you. It reminds us that the richest moments in life are often free. A smile, a gesture, or a quiet moment shared with someone who cares. The story gives you more than entertainment. It gives you perspective. It challenges the way we see wealth and happiness. It tells us that true richness doesn't come from what's in our bank account, but from what's in our soul. That is the priceless part of this journey. As the story reaches its conclusion, emotions reach their peak. The millionaire finally decides to reveal his true identity. He gathers the courage to tell her everything, ready to face whatever comes next. When he confesses, silence fills the air. The girl stands still, her eyes filled with tears, a mix of shock, hurt, and realization. But then, instead of anger, she shows grace. She tells him that love built on lies can still heal if truth follows. This moment is the emotional climax, where both characters learn the true meaning of love: acceptance. The ending leaves a lasting impression. They reunite not as a rich man and a poor girl, but as two souls who found each other beyond appearances. The moral hits hard. Sometimes you have to lose your identity to find your heart. The story closes with hope, a reminder that love, when true, has the power to bridge all divides. In the end, Millionaire in Disguise falls in love with a poor girl is more than a romantic tale. It's an emotional experience. It teaches humility to the proud, hope to the hopeless, and truth to those lost in pretense. It's about how love can exist in the simplest of places and in the humblest of hearts. The visuals, performances, and story all come together to create something timeless. The message stays clear throughout. Money can buy comfort, but not compassion. Status can attract attention, but not affection. The only thing that truly connects two people is honesty and understanding. This story is a mirror held up to society, reflecting both its flaws and its beauty. It's a cinematic journey that entertains, inspires, and heals at the same time. So if you're searching for something emotional, Meaningful and beautifully crafted, Millionaire in Disguise falls in love with a poor girl is worth every moment. It will make you believe in love again, not the kind found in fairy tales, but the kind that grows through truth, patience, and forgiveness. And that's what makes this story unforgettable. Thank you for watching, and remember, here on Secret Straight, every story hides a secret worth discovering. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like it and subscribe to Secret Straight, so you never miss our next emotional and inspiring story. Don't forget to press the bell icon to get instant notifications of our latest uploads. See you in the next video. Until then, stay true, stay real, and keep watching Secret Straight.